strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone.
Hello YouTubers! So today I wanted to bring you another random movie review. Today I'm reviewing a movie that I found on the instant Netflix. It's Vampire in Brooklyn. Now, I saw that it was a Wes Craven movie, but funny enough, I also noticed from the picture of the poster or whatever it is, I guess the DVD box is what they use on Netflix. From the picture, I noticed that it's also was starring Eddie Murphy as the main villain, as the vampire. So, kind of a weird combination. A Wes Craven horror movie with Eddie Murphy. So, I was intrigued enough. I thought it seemed funny. I thought, let's give it a try. Because you kind of don't, with Wes Craven, but Eddie Murphy, is this going to be funny? Is this going to be a horror? Honestly, it was a little bit of both. Mostly it was more so a horror, but there was a little bit of comedy elements. Funny enough, none of them were from Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy played the villain, this, evil, wicked vampire. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say none of the comedy. There was a little bit of comedy from Eddie Murphy's character, but for the most part, he was just supposed to be, the horror villain. So he was a typical horror villain. I gotta say, the movie, I wouldn't say it was a bad movie, but it wasn't that great. It's not really one I'd recommend. After watching it, I was intrigued to see how Eddie Murphy would do in a horror movie, and after seeing it, I've got to say, Eddie Murphy, I love Eddie Murphy, but he really should stick to comedy. It was just, it's hard to explain. Him as a villain, he just kind of came across a little cheesy. I think it was like, he wasn't believable as a villain. I don't know if maybe that's just because I know him so well from his comedy, but it didn't. I don't know. I don't think so. I think if had it been anybody else in the exact same delivery, exact same performance, I'd have felt the same way. Because it just didn't. He seemed like someone playing a villain. He didn't seem like a villain. It seemed like someone, trying to put on, act like they're all bad and evil. So it wasn't really that good. That said, like I said, it may not be one I'd recommend you definitely watch, but it's not like I would say it was terrible. It's one, if you had nothing to do, you were bored, nothing else on, go ahead and give it a try. It's almost good just for a laugh, because it's, kind of unintentionally funny, but, yeah, so it wasn't terrible, but, it's just not one that I'd necessarily highly recommend. Okay, YouTubers, have a nice day.
Women so wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are running when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange.